Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Cody. I'm a private boater, and today I'm going to be talking about the bare necessity safety equipment that I think that you should have on the water. So, safety equipment is expensive, and so I would obviously recommend that you carry more than this. And me personally, I carry more, but at some point, there's only a certain amount that you'll be able to buy at a time. And so, I think if you're getting on the water, this is the bare necessity that you should have in your life jacket. So starting off, a whistle. I use the Fox 40. This is the Sonic's. Biggest thing about a water rescue whistle is that it can't have any cork in it or any other type of the ball that sits in it, because when the water gets there, it swells and it will stop working. Next is a knife. I just switched to this NRS 40 knife. I haven't used it yet, so as I use it more, I'll put another video about what I think about it. And then the third would be a watch for just personal gear. I wear it all the time. Back when I didn't wear a watch all the time, I just left it on my PFD. But so it's really easy to lose track of time on the water. And so I think tracking as you're moving down the river, how much time, like how many river miles you've done, or if a pin is happening and you're working on getting ropes set up, like you should be keeping track of time while you're on the river, just because you know it's finite. And at some point, the sun's going to go down and you don't want to be on the water when that happens. And then next, moving into safety equipment. And like I said, this is the bare minimum. I think you can always add more, but three carabiners, obviously locking, so self-locking, screw gate locking, but three carabiners. They they should be aluminum, just for weight, because as we add more weight onto our PFDs, they work less, and so we want to keep our weight down. And then the next is a pulley, and I've moved to this SMC. I think it's called the crevasse. There, they're incredibly cheap, and so CMC makes a really nice water rescue pulley, but I think they're like $60, and they're big. They don't fit in life jackets, and so like my full pin kit carries better pulleys, but I think you can't beat this for in your life jacket, because these things, they'll wear out. You'll have to buy new ones. So I think $18 is just an amazing price point. It's really light, compact, and it can work up to half-inch rope. Then finally is our software. And so I've moved to these, they're called auto block. Um, and what they are is they're hollow, and so they can work on different size length of rope. If you didn't know, prusiks um, have to be certain size to the rope that you're working on. And in water rescue, that's not very feasible, because your pin kit might have half-inch rope, your throw bags might be 3/8 rope, and so you'd have to have different prusiks to effectively work on those different ropes. And so these hollow core prusiks I've found to be incredibly useful. They're strong. Um, and finally, is some type of webbing. So I used to carry traditional webbing. It was 1-inch webbing. It's the standard in any technical rescue, and it's incredibly cheap. It's great to use. The only downside is they're big, they're bulky, and so I've switched to these blue water. I think they're called slings. This one's 10 feet long, and what I like about it is I can use it as my flip line, and then I can use it as an anchor for the side of the river, setting up a 3-to-1 mechanical advantage. I can use it on my boat to set up to make a rigging. So if I'm pulling my boat off of a pin. And with that said, I think you effectively could do a 3-to-1 with all this equipment plus your personal throw bag. But hopefully everyone in your group is carrying this type of equipment. So if my boat gets pinned, I can just be on the boat working on making a basket to hook up our ropes to, while the people on shore are setting up their anchors with their equipment. And then with that said, my full pin kit with my half-inch, 200 feet of half-inch rope, that has a lot more prusiks in it, carabiners, pulleys, like you name it, if I'm building big systems to get a big gearboat up off of the rocks. But I think for 99% of the situations that you're to run into, this bare equipment is going to get you through the day. So outside of that, thank you so much for watching. Been on a hiatus, but we're getting back into the paddling season, and hopefully I'll be on the Illinois soon. I'll have some video of that, and I'll kind of talk about my trip planning coming up for that Illinois trip. Outside of that, hopefully I'll see you guys on the water.